The iPhone X is getting all the hype, but the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus definitely deserve your attention. Not only are they more affordable, they pack the fastest processor ever in a smartphone, better cameras, and all new augmented reality tricks. Are they worth the upgrade? The iPhone 8 is definitely prettier and tougher than before, but it's also a little bit too familiar. If you turn around back, one of the things that we like about this phone is that the glass is super strong. In fact, Apple says that it's the strongest ever in a smartphone. We also like the fact that the new glass is color matched to the 7000 series aluminum band around the side. On the other hand, if you turn this phone around, it looks a lot like the iPhone 7 Plus before because you still have these big bezels. And at a time that a lot of other Android phones and even the iPhone X are going for that edge-to-edge look, it looks a little bit behind the times. Speaking of which, there's still a lightning jack on the bottom and no headphone jack, whereas Samsung has a USB-C as well as a headphone jack on the Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, and Note 8. The iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus displays are better, but not best in class. Why are they better? They have a new True Tone technology that's brought over from the iPad, and it automatically changes the white balance on the screen so it's easier on your eyes, especially when you're reading. There's also a wider color gamut, so that when you're looking at movies or your own photos, they are really going to pop. The bad news is that the resolution remains the same on both the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus. The iPhone 8 Plus is still at 1920 by 1080, and you don't get Full HD on the smaller 4.7 iPhone 8. The star of the show for the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus is what's on the inside, and that's the A11 Bionic chip, and they call it Bionic for a reason. Seriously, on benchmark tests, the iPhone 8 blew away the Android competition with a Geekbench 4 score of above 10,000. That beats most laptops on the market, including the MacBook Pro, so it is super fast. The Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus are in the 6,000 range, so it's not even close. But what about real-world performance? To put the iPhone 8 to the test, we downloaded and edited a 4K video in the Adobe Clip app. After adding some transitions, we output it to 1080p. It took just 42 seconds for the iPhone 8. The Galaxy S8, over 4 minutes. You're probably wondering, what can you really do with all of this power? Is it overkill? No, because of augmented reality, and that's going to change entertainment and how you experience that on your phone. Because there's a new wave of apps coming not only to the iPhone 8, but the iPhone 7. It's going to be better on the newer phones though because of the A11 chip, and Apple says that it has calibrated the cameras specifically for these types of experiences. Some of those include a heart app that can tell you exactly what a heart looks like, and you can look around a 3D model in real time. You can build model trains with your kids. And when you're at a baseball game, there's going to be an MLB app that gives you a live overlay of which players are on which bases and what their stats are in real time. When it comes to battery life, the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus are good, but the Plus is better because this phone lasted over 11 hours on a charge on our web surfing battery test, which was over T-Mobile's network. The iPhone 8 lasted a little under 10 hours, which is above average, but certainly not best in class. When it comes to charging your iPhone 8, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is that the iPhone 8 finally supports wireless charging. Hooray! And it'll work with all sorts of third-party adapters out there. But if you want to charge your phone fast the wired way, the in-box charger is not going to do it. You're going to have to invest extra in a power brick as well as a USB-C to Lightning adapter. I really wish for at least $699 that sort of stuff was in the box. Both the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus offer improved image quality because there's a new sensor on the inside. It's still 12 megapixels, but the sensor is bigger and faster than before, and you're going to get better performance both in low light and when you're taking action shots. The big story though is the new portrait mode inside the iPhone 8 Plus. Not only can you take portraits that blur out the background, the effect is more natural, and now you can add all sorts of lighting effects. You can even strip out a person's head if you want to, and make the background completely black. Okay, let's talk about value. The iPhone 8 starts at $699 and the iPhone 8 Plus $799. That's actually pretty comparable to the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus, which start at almost $50 more depending on the carrier. Between the two phones, I would definitely pick the iPhone 8 Plus because you get a bigger screen, dual cameras that supports all the new portrait mode tricks, and longer battery life. If you're not wedded to iOS, the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus have iPhone X-like designs with edge-to-edge displays and pretty great cameras themselves, but they're not anywhere near as fast. So here's the bottom line. If you have an iPhone 6s or older iPhone, upgrade right now to the iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus. You'll love the speed, but especially the better cameras on the Plus model. If you want a slice of the future though, you might want to wait for the iPhone 10 because of its edge-to-edge OLED display and powerful depth-sensing front camera. Make sure to go to tomsguide.com to see our full review of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. For Tom's Guide, this is Mark Spoonout.